part 2 before my face melts of radiation poisoning. Actually, this is a serious video. It is just that I am not a serious person, so don't be offended by my flippant attitude. Even if the world burns, I will still be laughing all the way to the flames. First, there is not going to be nuclear war as a result of this. So we don't have to worry about that right now. That's not the way this is gonna go. My dogs are barking. Oh, so I should explain the way I talk. I will randomly reference many things, so I'm just going to have them pop up on there so I don't have to explain myself and confuse everybody all the time. I also have ADHD, very bad, so I kind of might have to keep moving around while I talk. But anyway, the purpose of this video is two-pronged. One purpose is to help all the blue people who are in pain right now to understand why this happened, to understand things will be okay in the end. And the other purpose is to help the red people to understand why the blue people are suffering. So there's a disconnect happening right now in the country where the blue people aren't understanding why the red people voted for this. The red people aren't understanding why the blue people are so upset that this happened. So those are the two goals of this video. There is a third goal, but I think I'm going to save that for another video because too many things at one time. Like, where is the cap for this? Guess I'll just... My name is Daniel. You may have seen me before on the internet. I used to be a YouTuber and then I quit because of mental health reasons. I also was not a very good person and I hurt a lot of people, and so I had to go through a lot of personal growth. This video is not about me, but just so you get some context on my experience, why I kind of have perspective on both sides. Over the past 10 years, I've been to 3 rehabs, 3 psych wards, 1 jail, 1 homeless shelter. I have been through many things, and so I have experienced a lot of people on both sides of this spectrum. I come from a red family, but all of my long-term girlfriends have been the most blue hair people imaginable. One of them was actually a drag king, and so I would be leading the parade covered in feathers and basically there are people that I love on both sides of this, and I understand both perspectives very well in a way that not many people do right now. Some people do, not everyone does, and so this video is here to kind of help both sides see what's up. Right now I'm more focused on helping the blues to feel better because the blues are in a lot of pain right now and they are not understanding much of why this happened. They are feeling hated by their own country. So let's just get started. In America, where we live, we have a 2-party system. The red and the blue, Republican, liberal. These represent 2 different energies. The red energy is the masculine energy, the blue energy is the feminine energy. Basically, every human has a balance of these 2 energies. Some people are very much more feminine, some people are very much more masculine, and so the masculine respects power. The blue, the feminine, respects I don't know. Maybe the feminine doesn't respect. But I do know that the masculine respects power. And so, for example, a lot of my black women friends are confused as to why a lot of black men voted for the new president. It is because they respect the power. They think he has the authority. And so in an unhealthy form, the masculine energy can be cruel and uncaring. The blue form is empathetic and caring. Now, remember, everybody has both of these energies. I'm not saying every red person is only this, every blue person is only this. Everybody has a balance of these two things. You can have both of them and be one party. You can have only one and be the other party. It's a spectrum. Gender is not a spectrum. Gender is binary. Sorry, biology is a thing. But the energies are a spectrum. And so, for example, you can have a female body with a lot of masculine energy, and this would be a gay person or a trans person. And there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean we're getting in the weeds right now. So I'm not saying reds don't also do things on love. This is more of a generalization. Red people, I have noticed, tend to believe things more easily, and so they will believe in conspiracy theories or be a little more gullible to random Facebook posts that they see on the internet. Blue people can have a tendency to not believe certain things that do happen. For example, the assassination attempt. Someone died. You can go to their grave. There's an obituary, and I have friends who are convinced that this actually didn't happen. So that's that. The reason so many people went with red for this election cycle, for the vast majority of people who voted red, they didn't do it intentionally to hurt these people. I'm not saying it's not going to have that effect. I'm saying they are not thinking about it. They don't want to think about it. Something I've realized about prejudice over the years is that prejudice is blind. People actually don't even know they're prejudiced. If you went to a racist person and said, hey, you're a racist, a lot of the times they'll be like, oh, no, I'm not. I just think these things, and this is just the way it is, but I'm not a racist, though. Prejudiced people don't actually know a lot of the times. There are some who are very self-aware, and these are what I would call the evil people. Those are very small in number, actually. They do exist. I'm not saying they don't exist, because they definitely do. But we're not here to talk about that so much right now. It is not half of the country that are evil. The masculine energy likes to control and dominate. And so, in an unhealthy form, this does like to, for example, control. We're not here to talk about my own personal politics. I have people I love on both sides. The blue, in an unhealthy form, can have a lack of logics and kind of thinking something through to the end of it. For example, good intentions, wanting to help everyone. If you follow it all the way through, you get communism. Not so good, actually. Sorry, look at history. Again, I'm not saying that every blue person does not have logic, because everyone has a balance. Many, many blue people have logic and have a healthy balance, and they remain blue because of their beliefs. But I'm just saying, if the balance is out of whack, if you don't have any of this, this is when problems can occur. Basically, you don't want either running the entire show. Okay, my iPhone storage just ran out, so I will have to finish on this one. I have to go pick up my mom at the airport, so I'm going to have to end this one a little shorter than I wanted to. I will have another video coming out with the second part explaining more of how to move forward. So basically, this video has been more explaining how we got here. The next one will be more explaining of what the hell to do now as a country, as a nation, how to unify and not kill each other. Basically, what I want to leave the blue people with is things will be okay. I know you might feel right now that love did not win. The red people are voting this way because of the people they love in their immediate family. They're thinking about their own personal businesses, their own personal families, and they are not thinking about strangers, people they don't know, in some cases people they don't like because of prejudices that they don't even realize they have. So I know this can be a very scary situation for the blue people. Before I go, I am just going to leave you with some of the divine feminine energy, which I think we could all use right now a little bit, just to balance a little bit, because the masculine has prevailed in this election. I'm not here to say who I would have voted for personally. I'm not saying that I'm happy with the results of the election. I'm not saying I'm not happy with the results of the election. I do love my country, but more than I love my country, I love the people in the country. So we need to include everyone and love everyone. Jesus said, love your neighbor as yourself. Love is the answer. I will get more into this in my next video. That will be about the yellow pill and what that means, how to move forward. I actually have filmed this video many times. So much has been happening that has been preventing me from getting this video out, and so I'm sorry if it seems rushed or whatever, but I think it's important to get this information out just so people can understand a little more why this happened, and then in my next videos we will begin to fix things. That is me signing out. I actually did not have as many references as I thought because I'm a little anxiety bitch. I was late to. There's a snake in my boot. Reach for the sky. It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. So, I have not slept. I've been up all night because I need to get this video out because I know people are upset. They need to have this information sooner. And I've been promising it for a few days now. So, here we are. It's like 5 in the morning. But I'm adding, sorry, I'm not trying to nip slip right now. Not yet. Just kidding. Alright, what I was going to say is, I've already been internet famous. I don't want clout. I know how to get clout. I'm not interested in that. But I'm going to open myself up to going on certain podcasts that I personally already like and listen to and respect. And the reason for this is to get this information out there. If I reach out to you and you're a podcaster, you can know that I already listened to you, I respect you, I think your stuff is cool, and your podcast is one that I'm like, oh, that would be cool to go on. So that's why I'm asking to go on. It's not for numbers. Numbers! The numbers, Mason! So, this is a list of a few of the podcasts I would be willing to do. EFAP. Last Stand. Kinda Funny. John Campia. I don't know if you can see, it says, I hunted, Rob. On that poster back there. Now, first of all, not all the podcasts that I listen to are political, and so I don't know who is interested in having me on for this thing that I'm doing now. I know that this series of videos will eventually garner attention and have people wanting to talk about it, so I am just kind of starting where I start. And the last podcast I will list for this one is... Who do we pick next? No. Just no. I will maybe tag a few people. I will add more people in video 2, Yellow Pill, which is coming out soon. That will explain more how to move forward from a place of understanding and compassion, and let's fix the country, not let's blow each other up, because the way to unification is not through more division. The way to unification is through peace. There will be peace. Yeah, boy. That's pretty much it. Oh, that's another podcast.